sort of a long, colorful history of quirky detectives, but none quite this quirky. But I imagine it seemed like you have a real loyal core of fans. I mean, that have been there from the beginning. Wherever they put you, they're there with you.
They've really been,
and they're all here tonight. I mean, does it seem that way, that this is an unusually loyal group? The mail pours in, marriage proposals.
Loyal, to the extent of being unhealthy. I think. No, not. Well, no. I mean, look, they've been great. They've stayed with us through cast changes, time changes. When were we on? When were we off? Who could find us? When was it? When were the new shows ever come? And they've been so with us. And
can we have one example of the unhealthy?
There's some mail that we get that's a little odd.
You say the bar mitzvah girl?
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying this is unhealthy, but this will just give you an idea of the extreme nature of it. I got a letter from some people in was it Jersey?
New Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. Yeah. And their daughter was being bat mitzvahed that year, and they wanted us to make a little video, the cast, to say, Mazel Tov and all that, and congratulations, and thank you for, she was a fan of the show, 13-year-old girl. So we did. We all
turned out really well. From what we hear, it was the highlight of the party.
we did it. We cut a little.
That's amazing in itself.
We got a little video. We were on set one day, and we were all together, and we had lights and stuff. So we said, "Hey, Jesse, congratulations." A minute. It was about a minute, right? All of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Said hello, waved. This 2 weeks ago, a year later, I get a box from these people. This girl thanking us. Monk was the theme of the bat mitzvah.
That's really frightening.
There were I should have brought these. There's pictures of gigantic magnifying glasses with pictures of if Monk had what Monk would. Did I show you this, David?
There's been thousands of them.
What Monk would have confronted had he gone to Israel. I am. Mr. Monk floating in the Dead Sea. Pictures of me photoshopped Mr. Monk at the Wailing Wall. I am not kidding. 20 of these things.
They were on balloons. They had balloons floating with these pictures.
They sent us sweatshirts and with the Jesse's bottoms.
What would compel one to think that this was a good bat mitzvah theme?
I don't know. They played our video during the party, and it was a big hit. I don't know.
Wow.
Somewhere Moses is spinning in
Ted. It's nice to have steady work.
I was 7 years old when I started. It's the funniest thing because as an actor and as a young actor, you just want to get a job and pay the bills and be able to buy booze and food. And
in that order.
In that order. Beer and craft dinner. And to be, to kind of be here at this spot, in my career, but to work with these guys and the guys that aren't here tonight it's such a blessing because it's been such a learning process, and it's been just I'm going to be a spoiled brat when I leave the show because it has been so rewarding in so many different ways. Like when we go out, and I think I'm going to wake up in the morning, and I don't think it's going to sink in. I'm just going to show up at the set, or at Tony's house, or Randy's, or Hoberman's house, going, "Hey, Where's my script? You know,
And they'll be very sad about Jason at that point. Yes, they will have to haul you away.
Yeah, I'll be crazy. But yeah, it's been an absolute blessing, and I mean, it really is. It starts. You know, if it ain't on the page, it ain't on the stage. It starts with our writers, goes through this great process, as these guys were saying, through a read through. Then it gets in the hands of these guys. And it just kind of, you know, we still, after 8 seasons or 7 seasons, going into the 8th, we still laugh and have a blast, and kind of, it's all about checks and balances, and we've got a nice balance of both of them.
But you guys' characters really grow. I mean, Ted and Jason, just being on the set and watching them, I mean, we sit behind the monitor and literally have to stop takes sometimes because we're laughing so much, and the crew is laughing, and the guys in the camera, you see them shaking and everything. It's like, you know, I mean, they've become... They're so good together. You know.
And then we start to shoot the scene.
Yeah, I want to hear from you more, Ted. You've got that kind of world-weary look about you right now.
I'm sorry.
No.
Sleep.
In a good way. Has Jason elevated above the punk stage at this point? Or?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jason's doing fine.
Jason's probably got a future.
Yeah, probably.
This business.
Was it difficult during season 3? I know there was the replacement of a major character when Biddy Shrem left the show, and how that all figured in. I wish Trailer were here to discuss her. I'm sure hazing on the part of the cast and the crew. Although you guys don't seem like that kind that would do that. But was it a difficult transition? Was there
difficult in the very different critters, you know, the characters, and so it took a while to adjust. You know, Biddy was a much you know, kind of a tougher, kind of hard-nosed kind of thing, and broke, you know, he was busting Monk's balls all the time, whereas Trailer's character is a lot more supportive, and so it really kind of. It made us all sort of adjust to her, and I think that Jason and our thing sort of adjusted in response to Trailer being there. So it's, you know, it's different. I couldn't say it was, you know, I think they were just different, you know.
I think it came at a good time. It seemed to breathe new life into the show. It was a mid-season, 3rd season, I think. And, you know, it felt like we were maybe sort of, in some ways, sagging a little or feeling a little complacent, I guess. Mm-hmm. and then we had this very abrupt change, and we all had to kind of, you know, be on our best game again. And in that sense, I think it kind of catapulted us into the next few seasons, and so it's been. Trailer's been fantastic and given us a lot of different colors and a lot of. I think the audience certainly is. We might be losing sight of is objectivity. You know, that's a kind of, it just goes hand in hand with being on for over 100 100 episodes. Is that you begin to, you know, you're so immersed in the world, in the monk zone, that you start to begin to you fear that you begin to lose sight of, you know, are we still on the road? Have we taken a different road? You know, that's a little.
Do you have people in your life who are honest with you and will spell it out? Yeah, you need to do this.
I've gotten rid of all those people.
Good for you. And Andy Breckman, the creator of the show, couldn't be here tonight because he's too busy in his cave in New Jersey, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Typing. He's the one he's the keeper of all of the ideas.
Well, he's got a team in New Jersey, but it starts with him, and he's got a great group to go with him.
And you shoot the show.
Paramount here.
All right here.
Here in town.
It's the way Andy likes it.
Was there ever a thought to shooting it back east?
There was a brief.
Well,
moment.
originally it was set in New York, and then it was set in San Francisco because we were looking. Because you know, for a monk to be out in the world, New York is sort of the best place to, you know, to have to deal with humanity and, you know, everyday life. So we wanted it to be a place where, you know, you had anything but L.A. basically, where everybody drives a car.
Yeah.
So it's theoretically set in San Francisco.